Hello everybody and welcome to this special video here on the BK Golf Clash YouTube channel. Kind of a good discussion video here, a little starting point, and I'm sure there's going to be some great comments contributed, I hope, by all of you viewers. Before we kick off though, please remember to hit thumbs up on the video and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Both of those are totally free to do so. Now, the discussion topic here for this video: has precision ruined the game? And you can see the bottom there, join in the precision discussion. What do you think? So please leave some comments, because this is going to be great for some feedback here. Now, I'm going to give you my thoughts. Now, firstly, I've nothing against anyone who buys precision balls. I've nothing against anyone who uses them. Granted, a while ago, I was using the odd one myself in some content creation just to speed up the shot dialing in process, guaranteeing that perfect shot. So everyone has the choice of firstly whether they want to play the game free to play or to spend money, and if it is the latter, what they should spend their money on, whether it be gems, balls, witch balls, chests, whatever, club upgrades, you name it. You've got the choice, like anybody else. But out of all the ball attributes we have in the game, of course, precision is the one that has sparked the most discussion. More so than topspin boost, backspin boost, power, all of that. Precision is the one that has been fairly divisive, actually, in the community at least. So, to answer the question for me, has it ruined the game? If I had to pick yes or no, I would pick no. But that doesn't mean that I don't have my reservations about precision, because I do, and I'm going to detail those as well for you to consider, and maybe you can chime in on what you think about some of the points that I'm going to make. So I would say the game is still very much enjoyable. Lots of players benefit from having an increased perfect zone, which of course you get with precision. And like I said, I've enjoyed that benefit in the past as well. For some players, having precision balls and using them most likely makes the game more enjoyable and more fun, because they haven't got to worry too much or get disheartened by not being able to hit perfect very much. So we've got to consider all the different types of players out there. Is it all positive in my opinion? No, it isn't. And I'm going to go into my reasons why. For me, the biggest thing is that it is taking away one of those key skills needed to compete, or rather to succeed or do well at a high level. Granted, precision isn't, correct at the time of recording, offered with any topspin boost or backspin boost. So I'm not saying that every shot is affected by precision. It isn't. If you're playing a send-it shot with topspin boost, you're not going to have precision, certainly not at the way things are in the game today. But I think it makes the game less entertaining to watch. I used to enjoy watching master players Sunday evening or whenever, playing their weekend round, and sometimes they'd be setting up fairly thin rough bumps going back over the years. Of course, there was no precision there. And yes, they still had to execute the adjustment and set the shot up well. But there was a certain excitement knowing that if they caught a minor great left or a minor great right, they would not hit the rough in the desired spot. They might fly the green. And indeed, that's not just master players. That was other streamers as well, playing expert, maybe even pro as well. It made that stream and the actual act of watching somebody play a little bit more exciting. And I think that part of the game has unfortunately gone with precision. You don't see that little edge of excitement now. Granted, to drop shots, a player still has to set up and adjust their shot correctly and also hit perfect. So precision here is only really taking care of one of those elements. No, it isn't a cheat ball, because the ball is available to everybody, nor does it guarantee a drop. However, at the highest possible level, I do feel it's a shame that perfectly timed shots, yes, and I'm including wood club approach shots in master here, are not factored into the entire package of skills needed now to win banners, where you have precision used in the majority of shots now, in definitely in master and certainly in high level expert play. One thing I do want to mention here is that I feel precision balls got too good far too soon. When they were first launched, there was an understanding that if a ball had precision, it would be at the expense of other attributes. So it would be maybe low power, low wind resistance, or a low amount of side spin if you had decent precision. Now, I don't think I'm the only person at all in the community that feels that the ramping up of these precision stats in conjunction with the other attributes was accelerated far quicker than it might otherwise have been. And even now, if you just look at the last few ball releases we've had, you see high precision coming in with high power, high wind resistance. You know, these balls are really very, very good indeed. And I remember where you had the first Power 5, Wind 5 ball with precision. You know, you've got pretty good, in fact, maxed out stats on power and wind resistance. That doesn't really tally with what we all thought would happen early on in the game. But obviously, we all know, or I would think a lot of you know, that the drive there to ramp up the stats is a commercially driven venture. But what do you think? And which game modes are the most affected? Obviously, I've drawn a lot on tournament play, and it has changed the way shots are designed by tournament guide makers. And you can't argue that it has a fairly large impact on tournament play. And therefore, as a result of that, the scores needed to do well in brackets. It's taking care of a good part of shot setup and execution. Well, in terms of execution, it is pretty much guaranteeing that perfect shot. Yeah, you can still hit great with a precision ball. We've all put a precision 4 or 5 ball on and still hit great. But the margin for error, obviously, is a lot different now, and it is taking away a lot of that kind of variable and the possibility of hitting a great ball, even though you may have done everything else on your shot correctly. But in terms of tour play, there'll be a lot of people using them in tour play, definitely for aggressive drives. Even if you're not following a guide, it will have changed tour play a little bit as well. And indeed checkpoint challenge, especially if you are drawn clubs with a very low accuracy. Obviously, I've drawn a lot on tournaments, but we need to remember tour play and checkpoint challenge. These precision balls are useful in all current game modes. But as always, I would like to hear your thoughts. There's been a lot of discussion over the months and years since precision was introduced, and you see it a lot on forums. Let's have a little revisit of that topic here on the channel, and let me know what you think. Do you use them, firstly? Where do you use them? Has it changed the way you play the game? Do you think it has actually ruined it? I wonder if anybody is going to say an outright yes to this one. And also, I'd like you to think about the comment I made about making the game less entertaining to watch, or is it making it more fun to play? Loads of things to have a think about. Please let me know in the section down below on this one. I think there's going to be some very interesting responses. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon here on the channel. Take care. Bye for now.